once again. This is an interview with my father.
Howdy.
This is the third time. Oh my
That's
god.
me.
I've got this stick down at least.
I'll tell you what. Hopefully get those bosses
like,
down.
Right.
After dying about
Yeah. Thankfully, I started the recording over, so hopefully they won't see any of that.
Oh god.
Hopefully we'll beat them first try.
We're running a how do you not play this game tutorial.
So the idea is I'm going to ask my dad, I'm going to give him topics instead, but usually it'll be questions. I say topics because I know how we get conversation-wise. I have been around him for 28 years. We were really focused. I really wanted to beat that boss so we could move on, but thank you. You're a godsend, Hockey. You saved us from pain. Lots and lots and lots of pain. Okay.
Much pain.
But yeah, so every level I'm going to ask him another question. That's why I don't have a mouse. It's because I saw it on the thing. It was over here. So yeah. So the idea is I'm going to ask him about points of time in his life in regards to gaming and...
I'm going to give it a different answer each time.
Right.
No.
I'm just sorry you have to repeat yourself so much now.
Well, maybe I have my stick down now.
Because we got through two full life events.
Maybe we got our story straight.
Right?
So, but basically, in case the authorities are listening. No. Sorry.
Okay.
We won't fix shot it is what's been working.
I'm going to use the repeater this time. But you can use it too if you want it. I don't care what you use. It does not matter, really. You guys watching? We will be watching. I'll be watching the Rumble. Are you watching the Rumble?
I don't know. When you watching the
We're
Rumble?
watching it here, yeah.
Oh, I may have to come over then.
I'll ask the queen.
We'll see.
See how she feels about that.
We'll see.
I definitely am. I don't know about that. I just figured you and Steven were getting together.
I don't know. I got to talk to Steven. My mom actually asked.
Huh.
She's like, you got that thing coming up. Isn't it next week? You know, the wrestling thing? And I'm like, oh no, that's tomorrow night. I don't know if we're doing it or not.
Yeah.
I can't have to watch it because it's...
I wasn't really interested in Worlds Collide. I'm more interested in like the Takeover, so I'll watch that next month when it comes out. But yeah, so for this is like the third time we've beaten this stage now.
Yeah.
And the question about it, the question on the first level is to talk about the fact that you grew up in an age before like gaming was a big thing.
Yeah.
Before like even D&D was really popular, or
Oh goodness gracious, long before it was popular. Are you kidding
it's
me?
fair, like before like Magic the Gathering, or or even like Candyland is as close as you guys got to, right? Is that fair to say?
Okay.
Candyland
Monopoly,
was
maybe?
gaming. Monopoly.
There's a
Chutes
lot
and ladders.
There's like a whole mess of games past those. That's
he was playing jacks down by the soda fountain.
Oh yeah.
I shouldn't. That's a John Mulaney joke I just stole. Shout outs to John Mulaney.
Sorry, John.
But yeah, so I wanted to ask about the time of the cable boom, because I know that was a big part of your life, thanks to your dad.
Well, early on, it's like, you know, TV in East Tennessee, if any from East Tennessee know, it's like we were in the hill country, the ridges of East Tennessee, and basically you've got 3 channels.
Instead of hills, you guys pretty much lived on mountains, right?
Yeah, basically we called them hills or
Both.
ridges, but you know, I look at the Rockies and it's kind of big, so
That's true.
It was the Smoky Mountains, it was the ridges of East Tennessee, and it was horrible for antennas and reception. And so basically I'd get like 2 channels and public TV, which was great for Doctor Who, because Lord knows I'd watch it when I could. Talk about TV, it's nerd stuff, man. You couldn't get enough nerd stuff back then. And so Doctor Who was on it. It'd be on TV like, excuse me, like porn. You know, it's like all fuzzy, and you're all sitting there going, I think that's Doctor Who and his metal dog right there.
I think that's
But you Tom Baker, my doctor.
4th Doctor, yeah.
Yes, my doctor. That's the one I started with. But anyway, caught that on TV. You get things like Buck Rogers, little Star Trek. You know, Star Wars came around, but that's movies and stuff.
That was like your high school college.
Yeah, I was in high school, and I didn't get to see the movie in the theater, but our high school band did a spring something to Todd, I don't know what you call it, the spring concert. There you go.
Yeah.
And they used John Williams music from the first Star Wars movie as their big concert. Which, hey, John Williams, right? And they had a working R2-D2. They had a guy in a Chewbacca suit, and they were flying spaceships over, and it's like, okay, I actually got it that time. And I was like, wow, this is cool stuff, but I never got to see it in the theater. I saw part of it in college. They actually showed it at college.
Yeah.
As for a college night, and so I got to see part of it there, missed part of it. But my first one was Empire Strikes Back, and it's still my favorite, and apparently it's not just because it was my first one. A lot of people love that one. But yeah, it's just total nerd. And you talk about the boom of cable. My dad was working TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority. He was a crane operator by trade, and they laid him off. It was hard times, early 80s. And so he was laid off and was looking for work, and he ran upon, they were just stringing cable into Spring City. Anybody know Spring City? They had one traffic light back then. That was
it's
it.
Like Morris and having the four-way stop.
The four-way stop, yeah. We were a step above Morris, if you will. Not quite Ogie, but
somewhere between.
But Dad went to work there because he was a man's man. He did things. He built things with his hands, and I thought he had to figure out. This is what really blew my mind about Dad. He didn't finish 6th grade.
Oh, you got to look like that. If you just hold the button, it'll still whatever. That's what I'm trying to get.
It doesn't rapid fire. No, it doesn't.
Yeah. It's because it's on the sandbag.
Oh,
Do it again.
okay.
It will target the sandbag. You do have to watch that.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh,
yeah. And the houses. It'll target the houses.
The house? What is it?
Because they're destructible. See?
We're killing you. We're here to save these poor little green people, and we're destroying their houses as the ninja. Damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you get it.
I got it. Yeah.
But my dad started working for the cable company, and like I said, he didn't finish 6th grade, but he could do algebra in his head.
That's crazy.
I started losing math when they added the numbers and then the shapes, and I'm like,
the
oh
numbers? No. You couldn't do math.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not the numbers, the
letters.
The letters.
I'm pretty sure you meant.
Yeah. But Dad could do algebra in his head, and I'm like,
I can't do math with the numbers. The numbers confuse me.
That just freaked me out.
There you go. Free.
So when that zeroed in on him like that, that was basically he's hitting
where I am and just like just hold it. And then I'll hold it. You should be able to do everything.
It's just a weird thing.
They just hold it. You don't target anything. But yeah, go on.
But my dad started working cable and figuring out the power that it took to get the cable, the TV out to the people, and so he had to figure algebra. And I sat there and watched him do it, and I'm like, you got me. The guy can build a house, the guy can fix a car, and he freaking does algebra in his head. But anyway, the point was he started working for cable, and for the cable company, and we had to have cable in our house all the time. Cable TV had to be. That's fine. I don't like it that much. So every channel that we had, I was probably about 20 or 30. We thought we were like, oh my God, there's this way. This is it. This is the 21st century already.
Height of luxury.
Yeah. And now you got what, 500 channels or something?
Speaking about John Mulaney jokes.
Hey, actually, hit it again.
Hey. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Oh. He blows up here. Ah!
I knew one of them blew up. So, I got cable. I remember coming home from college one Christmas, and I'm there Christmas night, and I'm watching HBO. We watched some movie as a family, and everybody was kind of like almost midnight, so it was just me. And this thing came on and said, Christmas present from HBO. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And I was like, I wonder what movie they're going to show. That's cool, you know? Well, they played Ghostbusters. Oh, the coolest thing ever. Dang it, I'm just taking so much damage from this thing.
I'm dead!
Really? Well, why is this guy beating us so bad now?
I don't know!
We've beaten the far out of this guy.
Watch the leg. Watch the leg.
Yeah.
Oh! You got it. I believe you. Move for it. Oh, Lord. Just hold it. Hold it. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Yes!
Oh, I can't believe that.
Woo! Daddy Clutch coming out.
Daddy Luck.
Point in time.
That's the thing of those old video games. It was, for me, it was all feel. I mean, hand-eye response time.
How does it feel knowing that all the Back to the Future movies take place in the past now? That Back to the Future movies take place in the past now.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. It is nuts. Because, okay, when I was in grade school, they write a essay on what the year 2000 was going to be like.
The story.
And it's like, well, there's going to be flying cars and stuff, right? And that was the big thing in my things, flying cars and maybe robots. I don't know.
Yeah.
We didn't get we
didn't get much of that.
And now I'm kind of glad that they don't.
What do you mean essay? What do you mean essay?
Because people don't know how to drive on the ground, much less in the sky.
Dude, you're so right.
As an adult, I realized
working at Utica Square, I see the height of how people don't know how to drive.
That's like the worst idea ever.
Right. So now we're in level 2. We're gonna move on.
Okay, I'm ready.
To a topic again we've already talked about, but I want to move forward to. Can I have that? No. Okay.
Nope.
I can't have
you
that
cannot
one either.
have it.
I don't give you that one.
Lock my gun.
Can I have this one? Thank you. This one's but we're going to move on to your high school, college days in terms of video games.
Well, high school, I'm sure I played a few video games in arcades or at grocery stores or something.
Right.
Because it was a novelty. It was a new thing.
So before I just try to insult you.
Oh, no.
What year did you go to high school? Let's start there.
I graduated in 81.
Okay.
77,
So
81?
like your senior year was like the boom of like Pac-Man, Mario Brothers.
Yeah, a lot of those
shit like
greats
that.
came out during that time.
Missile Command and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
You are dying.
oh my God. I was doing so well. What did I do?
That's okay. We'll get to a checkpoint. But yeah. So we're talking almost purely arcade street.
Pretty much. Even going into
You got plenty of time to talk about.
in college, there was an arcade down the road from the college, Carson Newman College, East Tennessee, Jeff City, Tennessee. Yeah, and I was dating your mom once again, jumping ahead.
Yeah,
but she would go with me to the arcade and watch me play. God bless her. Because I would. Once again, we go through this again. I'm sure that none of the most women know. Would see where this is coming from, but I was a bit obsessive as a game. I'm sure if you guys were
obsessive about anything, so.
if you guys are watching this guy, I'm sure that the obsession doesn't show at all. But yeah, I'd sit there and play quarter after quarter, and Crystal Castles, which was a ripoff, I think, of Asteroids, but it's what they had. Defender. I don't know what it was about that game. I love that game. But yeah, you get to the point where you only play so long because there's only so many quarters in my pocket. But I loved it. It was new. There were some really cool games out, and I can't remember half of them. I know later on, before the kids came around, I remember
Give me help.
Year I Kung Fu.
Yeah.
That's on down the road, but I'd be working. I would stop for a break, and I'd play 3 or 4 quarters, or maybe 4 quarters of Year Kung Fu. And I got pretty good at it. Things like that. I mean, no, you can't imagine it. Yeah. Now, see, I really didn't make it farther than I did. I don't know what happened back there.
I was like, maybe we'll do better. Alright,
And I
beat one at least.
When I crashed.
Oh, no.
Well, I had other obsessions. Comic books was a big obsession for me. As you can tell now by the 10 or so different long boxes I have of comics. I noticed that. Also, we talked about D&D earlier when you guys couldn't hear it. I started my first year in college. I ran into a fella from, he's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
That's funny considering.
That's funny. I was going to say, maybe I shouldn't say that now. I was going to say, one of my first Yankee friends. Sorry. I was from East Tennessee, too, so, you know.
You're back, by the way.
Oh, I am.
I died.
That's right. Okay, cool. I got a weird gun now. That's fine.
It's a good gun.
It's a repeater.
Yeah, it tracks, too, so all you can do is hold it. It'll find it.
How did he miss me? How did he miss me?
He hit both.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Ah! Dude, how does he do that? He didn't give me that time. I'm behind him. And he missed me.
Hey, let's go.
I gotta get out of there.
So before we ended up beating this, if it's saying we ever ended up beating this,
If we ever get there.
it's like you said it once, you said a little bit of it before, but Mom would just sit at the arcade with you?
She'd stand there with me. She was a real trooper. I'm sure there was times she was wondering why. Cause she didn't. She played Centipede.
Yeah.
She did have a few games she liked.
That.
That's about as far as that and Tetris. That was her games. So she was a slight gamer, I guess.
Right.
There was a little bit of that. She loved the puzzle stuff. Because she was a little smarter. She was a valedictorian, by the way. So I'm married up, baby. I'm telling you that right
we
now.
all have.
I think all men do.
all of us have.
Oh shoot! There we go.
I'm trying not to get you here.
I'm so weak.
Where did you and Mom meet?
Oh man.
Considering how like weirdly different you two are.
You know, they're like, oh, you know, you need to find someone who has interest like you do, and someone who relates to you totally. That's not totally true. Love's not always like that. I mean, you and the Queen are gamers.
Right.
You guys understand game.
I mean, but to further that though, me and the Queen are two very, very different types of gamers.
That's true.
We're into so different things. Like she's excited. I don't hate Animal Crossing when I say this to everybody, but she's like really pumped for Animal Crossing, and I'm just like, it's gonna be Animal Crossing. I'm cool. Like, stay there. Now go up.
Ooh, gotcha. How about not shooting a wall, Ward?
It's hard. But yeah, I think you have a point to what you're saying. It's definitely not fully true. You shouldn't find someone who's just completely like you, because I don't think that's true. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we got the gun. Hell yeah.
We talk about where I met her. The interest we had. Jump it.
All you have to do is jump whenever he stops.
Or die when he shoots.
Yeah, or die. I mean, it's cool. It's targeting you, so I don't care.
I've never been to this guy. Oh shoot.
It's alright. He's reloading.
Oh, I can't shoot him.
Yeah.
Ignore me for just a few more
He's
minutes.
the easiest boss in the game. We did it!
Our interest was in church and singing, and we were in a choir. Of course, Carson College was a Baptist-funded college.
Right.
One of the reasons I went there, I was a religion major. I had a BS. I have a BS in religion.
I almost said you had.
I don't know where it went.
Go on.
And so we had interest in the church and singing, and our friends were all circled around there.
Yeah.
And so that's where we met. And it sounds really weird, playing pool and ping pong. A bunch of us always went to the student center and played pool and ping pong. That's what they had there. And so
Very cool.
that's where it all started.
So maybe between like writing and anime and slightly video games, I guess.
There's got to be some kind of connection somewhere, obviously.
There has to be a connection, but I don't think they don't have to be exactly the same.
Yeah, if you're like, man, this woman is so different than me, we'll never be able to know.
Learn to tolerate the things that you don't care so much about.
You'll find it if you love them.
Yeah,
If you can't tolerate some of their little stuff, then you'll know.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so moving forward, finally, are you done? Are you done talking about your high school and college days?
Pretty much. I mean, you know, like I said, I started
We've exhausted it to death now.
Yeah, it's
the
like
third time we talked about
D&D, arcades, comic books,
pool and ping pong.
Pool and ping pong. Here's a good one. I took a class in it.
What?
I did. It was dumb as it sounds.
Moving forward from that.
All right.
I don't know exactly when this happened. I know at some point in time between college and Steven being born, maybe after Steven was born, my older brother Steven, you worked at a putt-putt place.
Yeah, it was anybody from Raleigh, North Carolina. I moved there to go to the seminary just north of there.
Right. Oh, we gotta jump a line.
Oh, we're going to run out of space. I see.
Yeah, it's gonna go up.
It's like I haven't been here in years, decades even. Oh shoot, somebody's over there shooting at us.
Thankfully, it's fixed. All you have to do is hold up and jump. A bunch. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
Be
trust
prepared to jump on the
anything.
ship here in a minute, though.
That I kind of remember that actually.
Yeah. But yeah, putt-putt.
But yeah, okay. We moved to Raleigh, North Carolina, and if anybody from Raleigh, North Carolina knows, they've got. I hope they still have it. It's an amazing putt-putt golfing games. Not to advertise for them or anything, but they've got like a hill over there that the. Are we shooting him?
No.
Okay. Oh, I'm running out.
We're gonna get on top of the ship here in a minute. It's going faster. On top of the ship.
They've got a small, tiny mountain basically that they run a putt-putt golfing game through. They put what the heck? Okay, there I am.
Just get over here. Get over here.
Oh, sorry. What the heck?
Just hold forward. You're good. Okay.
And so I went to work there basically. I had worked at some video, not arcade.
Oh, you could throw the bombs?
Video stores, rental stores. I was actually the assistant manager for one, which I love for movies.
I threw you out of the way.
You saved me.
I did.
Oh, those little things have skulls. We're not supposed to get those, are we?
No, those are bombs.
Okay.
I'm jumping to them to try to throw them.
Oh, I see what you're doing. But I started working for Putt-Putt Golfing Games. They had the most massive arcade I had ever seen. Some of the greatest games. The NFL football, the NFL Blitz.
Yeah.
Loved that game. Mad Dog McCree, hated that one. That one just drove me nuts.
All my knowledge of Mad Dog McCree is watching the game girls play the Wii port. It's
Rage.
so funny, yeah.
Oh, wait.
You need to know a lot more than I do.
Oh, shoot. No, get away from us.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, Putt-Putt Golfing Games, the reason it was so important to this story is that they rented Nintendos. Right. Nintendo was just getting big, and so they were renting Nintendos. And so as an employee of Putt-Putt Golfing Games, if they didn't rent them all out, I got to take one home, free of charge, and I started playing Nintendo games. Of course, we played Mario, because everyone talked about Mario, right?
This was before I was born.
Yeah, way before you was born. Steven was young. I remember taking him to the arcade and having to drag him out kicking and screaming sometimes. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, but I'm going to shoot. Oh, no.
There we go.
Oh, shoot.
The problem is our thing is targeting the wrong spot.
Is it?
Yeah,
So I take Nintendo's home, and I got to try lots of different games out. Grab it.
Yeah. Different games.
Mario.
Yeah.
All the greats from the beginning. Donkey Kong. Wasn't any good at them. And once again, you didn't have the internet telling you, this is the secret to getting to jump levels. Oh, shoot. I'm going to say it seems to me. Throw you, Bison. Dare you. I think I lost my targeter.
But for me, it was only Tuesday.
I love that line. Did you know that Raul Julia was deathly sick during that told me that. It's sad because you look at him and he did look frail in some of those, but he's such a great actor. Yeah, I'm gonna throw you, big guy. He's gone. Oh,
I
he's
didn't
back.
know you could throw orange.
That's
cool.
awesome. That's that's orange.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, he threw me that time.
Yeah, he will.
Oh,
He hurt.
what the heck?
Yeah, you could fall off the plane. You're dead.
I'm dead?
Yeah. No!
Again?
No, I got sick. No!
They kick you off the plane.
Damn it.
Well, at least we're not back in the other level. We're actually in a little farther along for once.
Do you have any game stories you remember?
Well, I remember. See,
No problem, Taka. We'll see, but
we worked. I'd work Friday nights
right.
almost all the time, and there was a reason for that.
Right.
Because they'd stay open like 3 or 4 o'clock, and once we got everything shut down,
Yeah.
we'd go in and we'd flip the quarter thing open and just load it up.
Right.
And played. That's where I played. I wouldn't have played Mad Dog McCree, but Mad Dog McCree.
Mad Dog McCree.
If it wasn't for that, because I'm not putting a quarter in that machine ever again. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. You ready? Eating it up. I wonder if it's safe to try this. Oh, we're here again.
Can you throw me up?
I think.
I know it's possible. I just want to when you're right on top of me, A and up.
Okay. Close. Oh shoot. Okay, is this supposed to... You're out of targeter. Oh my goodness.
Okay, much easier.
Oh yeah, that was actually. Yeah, get him! Sucker!
That one. Oh, like you have the other one.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I got my first taste of real video gaming, I guess, there, because you didn't put a quarter in it all the time.
Right.
Oh, it's taking the consoles home
Yeah.
and playing, and I especially love, because of my love for D&D, I played a lot of RPGs.
Right.
I would love to get back and play some of those old RPGs. We may have to deal with that now that I'm in Tulsa.
That'd be cool.
I really, that's.
We should definitely, if we do that, we should start with Legaia.
I've never finished
It's
it.
the game neither one of us have ever beaten.
Never beaten it. I had it at home not long ago, actually, about a year or so, and it froze at the same
I think
spot.
you still have my copy, actually.
Yeah. Oh my God, do I?
Yeah, I think so.
What is this gun doing?
It's waiting for the boss to start. It's not targeting anything.
Oh, it is now.
Yeah, there you
Oh shoot.
go. Oh, yeah, macho madness.
Oh yeah. What's
Oh,
what's
God.
in this?
I got suplexed. Get out of here.
Welcome to Suplex City.
Woo!
So you think? Why is Lesnar in the? Just to totally steer this in the wrong direction. Why is Lesnar in the Rumble?
I figured it would go. It would get derailed at some point, so it's fine. I don't think they had a good storyline prepared, and so they just decided.
He's got to be involved.
Yeah. Got him.
Oh, hallelujah.
Clear.
Oh, wow.
I don't think he's gonna win.
No, I don't think it doesn't make any sense.
I think whoever beats him is gonna end up fighting him at Mania.
I think he's going to be there at the very end, and the guy's going to toss.
I think
him
he'll
out.
be in the top 4. I don't think he's gonna be in the top 2. I think he'll make it to top 4.
I mean, the guy. Okay, I see. The guy's in the top 4, of course, wins, and so he'll toss him out before the end of the. Okay, I see. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
I just thought I'd ask because I don't understand. It's like
There's just not there wasn't a good storyline.
the
for
guy
him,
from
I
Not
guess.
White Culture and stuff just happens.
Is Lesnar. He has a good chance of winning because he's Lesnar.
Of course.
He won Money in the Bank. He wasn't even in the match.
Because that makes sense.
Yeah, because
Oh God,
wrestling.
we need to get off this subject.
Yeah.
It's such a deep well.
It really is. So to move from that, going from putt-putt and playing the arcade games for free and having the Nintendo, jumping from that to I thought the Genesis was a part of this. Oh no.
It is. It's the next phase.
Well, what I thought, no, it's going from the Genesis to the PlayStation. So we'll talk about both in this
But
level.
did we play this one on Sega?
Yeah. No. What I'm saying is, I thought Putt-Putt was the time that you had.
It may have gotten me started. They
Right.
probably rented them, but we purchased a Sega Genesis. I had to make for you with the console likes one way or the other. I had to make a choice. I mean, we couldn't buy both.
Right.
Sorry, we were busted. So
A lot of people understand.
we went, we went Sega,
Yeah.
and I was fine with that for a long time. And then probably a few years down the road, when you start looking at, well, this one really needs to be replaced, we go with another Sega. I think Sega. What's the next one?
PlayStation?
No, it was another Sega. They had Sega CDs would come out weird stuff.
The Saturn?
Yeah, things were weird. I didn't even like the looks of
Yeah,
that.
it started with the 32X, which was like the hyper Sega Genesis, where you put like the big
I didn't
cartridge
get into any of those.
in that. Yeah,
that's about the time I was like,
that's
you know
okay.
what?
A lot of people jumped
PS1.
because they were stupid. So
That's what we did.
I'm gonna mix this up a bit because I messed up my order because I thought the Genesis was a part of the last question, but it wasn't because I don't know history.
Who does?
So there's two parts of this level. So the first part we'll talk about getting into the Genesis and Sega, and then we'll move on from that into the PlayStation.
Okay, gotcha.
And the greatest game of all time.
Oh no, we got to talk about that.
Yes, we do. I mean, any chance I get a chance to talk about that. Anyway, we're talking about Sega.
And you're okay. I can't get into that right now. But,
Yeah, we'll talk about Sega real quick. Get out of here. Oh, that's me.
well, Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, of course. What do I have? My phone.
So you said you had to make a choice between the Genesis
Yeah,
and the NES, I'm guessing, or the SNES.
Yeah, it was.
Actually,
And that
the
was
SNES.
at that point. It was. Yeah, it was.
So
And-
why did you choose the Genesis over the SNES?
I'd played both of them, and something about the Sega appealed to me.
Sure.
I don't know. I couldn't put my finger on it. I wasn't a big Nintendo guy.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, we got to have it for Mario.
I would say
or something.
maybe it was just something about playing Mario on the NES back in the day. It was just like, it was just Mario.
yeah, it was a big deal for me. But Sega, I don't know if it looked more higher tech or
It was
cooler.
it was higher tech at the time, that's for sure.
That's the way I felt about it.
It had like a better attitude. I don't say better attitude, but it had a different attitude. Something that
Excuse me.
You're still in the hole. You're still in the hole. There you go.
I'm out of the hole.
But yeah, I can see that.
And you like Vector Man, games like that.
You have. I have in this collection.
Of course you do.
Vector Man's 1
yeah.
and 2.
And I probably played about every game in that collection.
You know, I think I lied a little bit. I was saying that we should do Legaia first if we do RPG. I think we do RPG. The first one we should do Shining Force.
Yes, that was the first RPG I really got obsessed with.
I know secrets about that game I don't think you've ever seen.
I'm sure. Oh yeah, because was that Shining Force or does Legaia you did recently, right?
No, it was Suikoden.
Suikoden. Yeah,
I beat the greatest game of all time. We're talking about.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
We're not.
But I picked up about every RPG.
Hit down and B.
There we go.
Hit down, yeah.
You know, I think I was playing this for a while.
That's okay.
I wouldn't know what I'm doing. There
I'm
we
here
go. I'm here to help.
So let's see. Favorite games: Sonic 2, Shining Force, Vector Man, Comic Zone.
Comic Zone
was one of yours.
Was interesting.
Still never been a game like it.
I didn't play it tons.
Right.
Because
Did I beat that boss before you became a boss? That's amazing.
Kidding me.
That's amazing.
You are the boss. You are now the boss.
He doesn't have a lot of health, so. Any others you want to talk about before we move on? Because that's the door that transitions in the second half of this level. Get off of me!
Not really. Like I said, I picked up.
Oh no.
See, the main problem I have is I don't know most of the names of the RPGs I did play.
Right.
Because not all of them were the big names.
Right.
I played Final Fantasy once back on
Right.
Nintendo. Didn't like it. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, that's fair. Dude.
One.
Old school Final Fantasy.
I was just like, man, yeah.
Especially on the NES.
So, but I once again, my history with D&D.
For a second.
Okay.
I think you remember this. I know we've gotten here. I remember having. But,
Oh yes, now I remember the dice dropping.
Yeah, we'll do that in a second. But before we move on to Sony, anything else you can think of?
It's just that most of the games up to that point, but until Sega, there's more saves.
Yeah.
There's more levels that like this one. Once we hit the level, say early on, like early on Nintendo games, there was no saves. It's like you're gonna finish the game or not. So the hardness kind of lessened off.
Yeah.
And
they
like I
became
said,
more mainstream, more casual.
Yeah. Oh, it was definitely mainstream by then. Because everybody had a game console. If you didn't have a game console, you were a Stone Age
Right.
or something.
So let's transition from that to the PlayStation. What first question? Because I want to ask this later for another console because I remember a certain debacle happening.
Yeah, it's the first thing I thought of.
Why did we move on? What happened to our Genesis? Did anything tragic
I
happen?
think it just got old, and we had to make a decision. Oops. Boom! Fight!
I think it's just going to be YouTube, so...
Okay, I need to shoot Chimaron. Oh, hello.
So, from what... I'll talk while you're in the middle of this. From what I understand...
I
there
see.
it went.
Oh, it's already done? Over?
You had no health.
Oh.
That's okay. I will take care of the rest of this.
Go for it. Return.
So yeah, Genesis. It just got old, you think?
Yeah, it got to the point where, I guess the games were where we've played the Sega for so long. The games are wearing on. It's getting an old system. It's giving us little problems. So you've got to look to a new system. And I just wasn't a big Nintendo guy, but the Sega was, I don't know, they was going some weird directions. We talked about this a few minutes ago. Sega Saturn and whatnot. And I just didn't like the looks of anything that was coming up.
Oh, I see.
And so I got to rent a PlayStation a few times, and I'm like, there were new games that you never heard of, and it was new. PS1, it was new and exciting, and so that's what we went with until it met its demise. Yeah, look at you.
Right. So I remember Steven telling a story about. We're not into the debacle yet. We'll get there when we get there. We'll talk about it after I beat the boss.
I got you.
I remember according to Steven, we got the PlayStation because he passed the test of some sort, or that, and we got Crash Bandicoot, I think was.
Oh yeah, I think that was the first one.
I'm pretty sure it was just Crash.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we got another game or not. But
it was hot and new.
Hey, aw. It's my favorite thing in this level.
Apparently.
It's so fun. Danger ahead. Hit. Destroy them all.
That's a pond. That was like pond. I think it's what they're trying to emulate there. It's weird.
I'm just gonna try to keep okay.
Oh, it lets one loose. So they don't have all of them at you. So you better stay over there unless the wall... No, the wall's going to let you stay over there. That's good. You're going to let another one out in a minute. The way it's popping.
I'm trying to...
Oh, absolutely.
Trying to get some damage in the meantime. But yeah, so I mentioned Legaia earlier.
Oh, gosh, yes.
And we could talk about Suikoden here in a minute.
Sure.
Because I could talk about Suikoden for days.
It's my love of RPGs. I mean, it's like the great ones.
And the PS1 was an RPG machine. I definitely remember we had Xenogears at one point in time.
Oh, yeah.
I remember how difficult that freaking
Yes,
game was.
it was.
I remember Legaia a lot. I remember, like I said, Suikoden, but we'll talk about that later because it's my favorite series. I can talk about it for days. Hey. Okay, I'll let it go.
Yeah, that's enough of
Take an
that.
item.
Oh, cool.
Happy item.
item room.
Can I have some health, please? Collect items.
This is not an angry item room.
Stop using. This is what I'm telling you. Don't use this thing because it's so sensitive. If you're just off a little bit, he crouches. You see how I'm still holding forward and he's. Yeah. I think it's this stuff. But yeah. I remember a ton of RPGs. I think we have like Raifens and Musashi. Since we did.
I know we at least rented that.
We played a ton of RPGs. This is like the only story I really had with Mom, and I really thought about finding this game to play it. I don't know why I have this memory, because Mom and nobody else has recollection of this. But I remember renting from Blockbuster. Wow, I didn't awful with them. I remember renting Puzzle Fighter 2.
Yeah, I remember you guys telling this story.
From Blockbuster at one point in time. And I remember Mom being so enamored with this game. I got him, hang on, I got him.
Because, like I said, she was a gamer, but she was a very specific gamer. She loved puzzles. To this day, she plays mainly puzzle stuff and some card games.
Right.
But
I remember you're so enamored with it. I was like, Mom, we rented the game for me.
Yeah.
Let me play.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I got it.
I kind of remember that actually.
But yeah. I wanted to mention that. How many games do you think we rented versus bought?
Oh my gosh, way too many probably.
Because that was like the boom of Blockbuster.
Oh yeah.
And that was.
Oh yeah. And
you know,
I went to Blockbuster, but I usually gravitated to some of the local stores. You know, because part of it's customer service, and hey, it's Joe. We see him here all the time. It's cool. And plus video, you know, plus we get videos. Blockbuster was good.
Yeah.
I mean, I was big on Blockbuster up till it died. R.I.P.
For sure. Any other favorites you wanna mention?
I'm trying to think. I've played so many games because when you rent games,
Right.
you play them you get one shot at it. And if it doesn't go well, all you remember about that game is it was hard and it killed me every time. Which is fair. Ha! Then you'll get to play all of them, looks like.
Don't jinx me. I'll hit the freaking thing that makes me go all the way back to the beginning.
Sorry.
Oh my god, the floor comes off?
Yep, you got holes. Oh, that's cool.
I love this.
That gun is,
This gun is so broken.
when you don't have like lots of houses and stuff in the way.
Yeah. It's really good for later on.
Yeah, you are real good at this. I like died on the first one.
Alright, don't
It's
roll
way
a two.
back.
Don't roll a 2. No, I'm not gonna do the A's this time, just go.
Oh,
Yay!
The
So,
boss.
we're at the boss. I wanna talk about Suikoden because it's near and dear to my heart, and you're to blame for that.
Yep, you're welcome.
But it's fine. It's the greatest series ever made, especially the first 2, which were PS1.
I
So
don't have much argument with that.
I just got done playing through Suikoden 2 again, and we decided to do everything. So we never got the true ending. I don't think.
No.
I don't, because like you said back in the day, there's not, there's no, there's no guides, there's no online to help you.
Now, even if there were, you might have some guidebooks that were put out at that time, but
I don't know where to go. Oh,
I never bought them. I always thought, oh, that's cheating.
right,
You know, it had that feeling.
right. I feel.
But it's good. It'd been good to know that there were other characters that I could go after
For sure.
that I totally skipped over because I'm just working them arms, man. Does the dice do anything?
It determines what thing he does.
Okay.
What was I about to ask you? I don't even remember.
How great it is?
It's a super great game.
It is.
Everybody go play Suikoden.
And Shining Force wasn't bad. It was just a precursor. It wasn't as good. He's like,
It's a trick.
it's like, here you have it. Ah, ha, ha, I lied. Isn't that guy from North Korea?
You just bounce him around for a minute. Man, I wish I could remember what I was thinking.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's all good.
Bounce him around for a minute. But yeah, so we went from the PS1 to the PS2. And there's a ton of great games.
Absolutely.
This is a good image to stop and talk for a minute.
Hey, help me.
Oh, the great PS1 debacle.
Oh, okay.
We got to talk about it for a minute.
One reason that we had to change systems.
We have to talk about it. I think this is why we went from PS1 to PS2.
Yeah, I believe so.
Is because my older brother, the smart man that he is, decided after finishing a bowl of cereal, without drinking the milk, put the bowl of cereal on top of the PlayStation. Why? I don't know. Because my 6, 7, 8-year-old brain didn't think too hard and accidentally poured the milk into the system.
It's like the chicken and the egg.
Yeah.
Who's to blame here?
Steven blames me because I dumped the milk. I blame him because he put it there in the first place.
And I made 2 of us because, as a parent, the oldest always gets it. Sorry.
Yep. Sorry, Steven. I win the debate
And
forever.
he did put the bowl on the system.
What were you thinking?
But he got a new system out of it, so it all worked out for him.
Maybe that was his plan all along.
Could have been.
So we got the PS2, and I'm going to quickly go through it real quick.
Sure.
We had Time Splitters.
Oh, yeah.
More Suikoden. Because 3, 4, and 5 came out. We never played 3. I plan on playing this sometime this year. That might be a fun one to do first.
That would be cool.
Because neither one of us, I don't think, have ever played it.
Because the reason we had Time Splitters is as it
Yeah.
went on, I'm playing less and less games, and you guys are playing more and more.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to have games around that we could play together.
Yeah.
Because you play Suikoden or whatnot, it's a great game,
Yeah.
but you got to watch somebody else play it.
For sure.
Being the youngest of 2 at the time.
Oh, I remember what real quickly. I remember what I wanted to say about Suikoden.
Okay.
I remember the one scene, I don't want to spoil it, a super big moment in the game. The tri-fight, the 3 fights in a row
Yeah.
against the really big bad guy
Yeah.
in that game. I could say it. The Luca Blight fight.
Okay.
Do you remember it?
I don't remember the name, but I'm sure I know
He
it.
was the big bad. He was the strong prince of Highland.
Yeah.
And the way you had to fight him 3 times with 3 different teams.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember that.
Okay. I remember, like, 8, 9-year-old me never being able to beat it because I didn't train enough people the way I played this game. And I remember getting so frustrated with it that once you beat it, I just saved your file over mine and would continue the game like, yeah, I did it.
Absolutely. Yeah, really. Look at me. I'm the hero.
Yeah, look, I beat it. It's like, you didn't have that character. Wait a second.
Where'd you get him at?
But yeah, I remember now. That was fun. What else do we have PS2-wise that was super fun? I remember Need for Speed Underground 2 a lot.
I liked racing games.
Yeah.
I remember while I was working at the bowling alley, we played Chase. Is that the word? Chase something? 20-something?
Oh, you're talking about, yeah.
Racing game?
Yeah, the
We
arcade
played-
racer.
That's one other place that I was able to play games and not put money in.
That one was a really cool one too because you had like you could put in a phone number and it would save your progress and save like your miles so you could get like luxury cars and stuff.
Yeah, man.
I remember I would always put in your number because we had the limo.
Yep.
I would drive around the limo.
We did really well with that game.
right. And you did start.
That was dark.
'Cause you
Gotcha.
died. But yeah, so we had the PS2, and we played a whole bunch of games of that. We move on from that, and we decided to jump ship from the PS2 to the original Xbox.
Mhm.
Do you remember why?
It was probably for a change again, or we got tired of the same old games from SEGA, or not SEGA, I'm sorry, Sony.
Yeah.
And
Oh shit, they're coming.
I am alive, aren't I?
Yeah, that's why you hit start.
That's right.
Get out there. Get out there. Get out
There we
there.
go. I want that one.
Yeah, so we wanted to change.
It was a change, yeah.
Yeah.
And new and different's always shiny, you know. Ooh.
Or did we go from the PS1 to the Xbox? Because I remember distinctively that we switched back apparently at some point in time from the Xbox to the PS2, and you were like, why?
And that started to become your guys' decision because
Yeah.
I didn't care as long as we had something around we could play together every once in a while.
Yeah, for sure.
And you guys were the ones picking the systems because you guys are going to play most of the games. It's
Right.
going to become basically your guys' system.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was probably your guys' decision because I didn't care at that point.
But there, well, yeah, like Halo, of course.
Of course.
Every
Oh,
fucking
yes,
had
Lord.
Halo.
I remember that's one of those that everybody can play. We get together and just shoot things up. Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good. You're good.
thought
You
you were
need as
done.
much health as you can get.
No, if you watch this for very long, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I would have more in thought about Microsoft and the Xbox, and I guess we could go from that to the 360, where we played a bunch more.
It becomes a little more clouded because, like I said, it becomes more your guys' system.
Yeah.
But there was, like I said, there's always a game we could play together. And that's basically the way it was for a while. I was getting older and working more, and
Was this when you were working overnight?
yeah, that would be the 2000s.
Yeah.
And Jesse came along, and I was working overnights and staying with him during the day.
Jesse. No.
You know, that wasn't the doesn't it Outrun?
It does actually.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, That was a great game too. All the Outrun.
It was made by Sega, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Sega's like, buy the Outrun game. I enjoyed that one. And Gunstar Gum. I gotta have some of that.
This is Gunstar Gun, man.
Yeah, man. He's probably got guns in him.
So you see this stuff? These are breakable, right?
Yeah.
And it takes forever to kill them with a gun. So you just like...
Keep these guys off your tail.
Thank you. But yeah, I don't want to get too hard into the games that consume my life because that's the next level.
See, my obsession, you had said something to me about, I want to talk to you about how you raise a gamer. And it's
yeah,
like,
we'll do that about.
and it's funny, because I was thinking about that, you know, nobody really goes about to raise, to be a gamer.
Right.
But you want to have, we talked about, okay, just come over here and he'll follow us. Okay, I got you. It's like we're talking about marriage. With kids, it's the same thing. You want to have things that you have in common.
Right.
Some father-sons, it was football and sports.
Right.
That never did work really well with us. There's a little bit of football.
I'm enough into sports.
And
I'm not a big sports guy.
We'd watch some football. You guys played a little
I
football.
had no idea that the Super Bowl was tomorrow.
Yeah, is it?
I think so,
I
yeah.
don't think so. I think it's next week.
Oh yeah, because they do the All-Star game.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That was the Rumble.
Yeah, that does seem weird that they would time it in the Rumble.
Stay away from him. Dang it.
I got it. Kung Fu action because of boxing already.
So it's like,
There I am.
I got one.
But yeah, raising a gamer.
But we're raising. You don't really go about to raise a gamer, but you want to have things that are common. With me and Steven, it was comic books,
Yeah,
wrestling,
yeah,
and video games.
yeah.
With you, it was more. I guess I was getting older, and more of the focus was just video games.
Right.
Not need that.
Yeah, you know, I think speaking of wrestling, just to give the people watching later or right now some context, we were into wrestling so much that we had action figures that made our own little federation.
Yeah.
Like
we were cleaning out the
That was
garage.
yours.
I'm in the process. Oh gosh. I was in the process. We're in the process of moving, and we were in the garage today. And Steven found a bunch of his old RPG stuff, number one, which is really cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
The things that he had written down about his main character.
Gotta be infinite.
Yeah, infinite loop. But he
Yeah.
also found records of the old wrestling deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because okay, just you talk about gamer.
Yeah.
All right, when I was a kid, I was a only child till I was 7.
Okay.
This is going back a little bit,
Yeah.
but you need context.
You're about as old, like your amount of age difference between you and Aunt is like me and Jeffrey.
Yeah, it was pretty
Okay.
wide, and we found our own commonality. I would play stuff with her too. Oh no, are you?
That's just me moving back and forth like this.
Oh,
Sorry. Go on. Ignore me. Alright, stay away from this.
but I was very used to entertain myself.
Right.
And so I would make up games with cards back before there were actually card games.
Right.
Besides,
Solitaire.
Solitaire. I would play football,
The great PC game known as
baseball.
Solitaire. Man, I am just the king of stealing jokes.
Apparently.
Oh, get out of here. Just consider it an homage, Greg Miller, if you ever watch this. He does a gaming news show daily. For context for my opinion, I have no idea who the hell Greg Miller is.
I can be educated later. It's okay.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but yeah.
But anyway, I made up my own games
Right.
to the point that I had a whole football league. I have names of all the major players. I mean, it's nuts. Talk about obsessions. Here we go. This is where it all began. And so that just segued into, Steven, of course, was the only child for same number of years.
5. For
5
me.
years, that's right.
He was born in 87, I was born in 99.
And so we started, we started with the little muscle men.
Right.
We found them at flea markets, we found them everywhere, and we built a whole league around this mess.
Right.
And just had so much fun doing it. We decided at one point to segue into action figures, right. Which you more posable.
I remember also at one point we had like the little like steel muscleman figures.
Yeah. I
remember a distinctive little story from my early days that I remember distinctively. The name distinct. Yeah. Anyway. I remember having bought, I think it was Omega Red. Maybe it was the Lizard. It was a Marvel character. I remember that much.
Yeah.
And we had just bought it for me. We were going to include him in the league, and I broke him on the way home. I don't think that barrel's breaking.
Oh no, I don't think so either. I think watch it blow up. What was that?
There was a dude in it.
Dad,
I need help. I need all of this. If I
okay, come on. This is an
yeah,
easier level.
Yeah, take that last one. I don't need them all actually. That first one had like 50 in it, I think. Or maybe there was something different. But yeah, I distinctively remember that.
Oh, and also while we're looking through the little house,
yeah,
cleaning things out, we found buckets of action figures with no limbs or missing a head, or that I Frankenstein together.
Right, because the wrestling league, as in real wrestling, was very strenuous on the figures.
There were injuries.
Injuries.
There were mistakes made, and there were injuries.
No, stop throwing me.
This level is just a lot easier. They don't have a lot of bosses or something.
The boss is coming. Clutch Papa might have to come back out.
We're about to die again. That's me being positive.
He can move forward.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I get caught up in...
Well, sometimes it's clear a bunch of enemies. Sometimes it's just...
I'd nab you.
Trying to kill my multi. We are not in good health. Take that robot out of here. Oh, I hope they get a self-fulfilling boss fight.
Isn't it mandatory in the rules of
gaming?
gaming?
No, I'm dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm Ninja Man.
I like this slide you're doing a lot.
It's called spamming, sir.
Oh, there it was.
Oh, he stopped me. How dare you? Yeah, it's called spamming buttons.
This part is all the way over. God, I think I think it's just all the way over.
We were doing so well. Yeah, I get stuck in there thinking we've got to beat everything that comes our way.
That's okay.
Oh, no you don't. Ah, yeah! So we just found ways of entertaining ourselves. It wasn't all video games. It wasn't all YouTube and video games back then. Sorry to bust your bubble, but we found a way to make our own entertainment. Now, it wasn't like the old days with the radio where everybody gathered around or anything. I don't hear you. No, I was hearing the bleep, bleep, like, get moving. That's that guy that... Oh, come in. Oh, this guy. Yeah, that's what you get me a tussle with me. Oh. Yeah, what the heck?
You have to use the right thing. Okay.
But that's what happened with that. We just segued into another obsession. He enjoyed it. It started to bust up about the time we got involved. No offense, it wasn't you. It was just timing, and we ended up with a lot more hours.
With what though?
Well, we started slowing down the action figure thing that we were doing for a while. But then, so video games became more and more.
Is it when I came around, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand.
About the time it started slowing down, just because of the circumstances and timing. Part of it was I went on overnights for. Okay.
Yeah, overnight.
Start overnights. You want that, or I'm getting it?
You have it.
And so it was a weird time. You know, Jesse came along. I was overnights.
We can blame Jesse first.
Okay. No, you blame wife. Don't blame poor Jesse. He don't need nothing. Another ninja guy.
We're just teasing him.
We loved a lot of different ways of gaming, I guess. And you know, and now video games give you lots of different ways of gaming. You know, different, you know, RPG, shoot 'em up, bang 'em ups like this. You know, you just. Damn it! I always let myself get blown up. I see it coming.
Right.
But you know, you take away and talking about making my own card games up, and then you've got Magic, which I didn't play for one bit. I didn't play for a long time, and I didn't get into Magic the Gathering until.
That's a story, and I remember Steven being really upset when we got into the Pokemon card game because of me, because he really wanted to get into Magic, and you told him no.
Yeah, it was. I was doing it for religious reasons. That and D&D kind of got a sidestep because of religious reasons.
I never understood the whole anti-religion thing about Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh for that matter. I don't know. I guess
I didn't have it. I didn't have a problem with Pokemon.
Right.
There were a faction of people that had a problem with, you know, anything monsters.
Yeah, I remember Bud's mom having a big issue.
Oh yeah, they were very conservative, more conservative than I was. Obviously,
I never got to play like Yu-Gi-Oh. We played. I remember me and Bud playing the Star Wars card game though. That was garbage.
Yeah.
Not the good one from the late '90s that you and Steven used to play all the time. Go to tournaments at Top.
I know. But we used to play. We started RPGs with Steven with Star Wars.
That would be a good. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Or the D6 Star Wars West End Games.
Right.
Man, that was basically. I get Steven is a middle schooler, my oldest.
Yeah.
Comes to me and is like, let's play, I want to play D&D. Well, of course, I was being a little bit, like I said, religious reasons, didn't want to play it because of all the magic and stuff. We want to get into that. And so, I found this Star Wars game, and I'm kind of glad that we did. And so we started playing. It was Steven and his friends, and this one got in, but he was a lot younger.
Man.
And so,
oh no.
And now you don't know.
God, no health.
Bison! How dare you? What is he chattering about?
I hope this fight's easy. I don't think it is. Go on now. Star Wars tabletop?
Yes, the West End Games Star Wars. Him and his friends got started playing it, and really, it ended up being just two of them that stayed with it. They all.
I mean, what, Steven and Drew, or?
Yeah, it was Steven and Drew at the end, basically, and you occasionally.
I was never young.
I know. You were way too young for it. We tried to include you.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool the way we did it, because you basically played a skateboarding pickpocket, and I got to build pickpocketing tables, which probably broke the game more than once. But yeah, we started with Star Wars.
Please be it. Please be it. It's not it.
He's gonna do it again.
Oh, come on.
Oh no. He's gonna get you.
What the heck?
You see
was
that foot?
No!
He's got extendo leg. That's where the RPG started.
God, this level is so grueling.
Like the last one's wasn't, man. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but this one starts as all. There's no checkpoint either.
Dang it. I see it coming, and I took it from it. I'll stand jump. Ninja kick! There we go. Okay. I got you. I'm with you. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Don't mind anything.
This is the way you spam
This is the way, as the nerd going to say.
Oh, have you seen that?
I haven't, no.
Oh, you gotta see it. I've got it. Okay.
Alright.
We're back on this.
Yes, we are. We're about to stop for a moment because the number one doesn't show up. There he is. Let's deal with this guy.
No, you see it coming. I've got the targeter. Either one.
That'd be good for you.
Oh, that's not me.
Yeah, you're ready. Alright, now we're back to this. But yeah.
And so, Steven continued to play into high school because it was him and Drew, our next door neighbor, basically.
Go on.
And so he got some other friends in high school and his girlfriend.
Not Tay.
I believe it was, but she. Gotcha. He blew it up. We tried so many times to blow that thing up, and it wouldn't blow up. And then it blows up. Get off him! And so I finally dropped a lot of my reservations about D&D, and started playing. Actually, I segued his characters in Star Wars into D&D.
Okay, so this is just for me. Nobody else doesn't understand a word I'm saying. So X was just a continuation of Q?
No.
Okay.
No. It was a new character.
I guess I misunderstood what you were saying.
Do you remember Chris?
Yeah, Chris Jenkins?
Chris, I'm going to say this, one of the coolest people we've ever met in our lives. I'm just going to say that. Go ahead. Yeah, Pimping Chris.
Pitman Chris.
He was great.
He wasn't a real pimp.
And he was playing with it, and he wasn't terribly creative about the...
As a lot of people play D&D stuff.
And that's fine.
It is.
I'm not criticizing. I'm going to say he picked the name Bash, the Stampede. If you understand, everyone knows...
Weep.
Exactly. That's where I got started in anime.
The anime was
real anime was Chris, because he bought me...
Yoroni Kenshin?
Yeah.
I remember Yoroni Kenshin.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Trigun.
Yes. But yeah, that's where it started. But he was playing another Bash character. He's trying to be a big good guy. It was hilarious. Here's a story for you.
Go ahead. I know what you're saying. I already know. Go ahead.
He's trying to be a good guy. Steven's character is trying to be... And back then, they didn't have, okay, we can play an evil campaign. That was just unheard of. I'm sorry. It's heard of now. But, so... I was trying to keep Steven's character as good as possible, but X, as he was come to be known, became just an evil character. It became an evil campaign. And as much as I tried to steer him the right way, and so, and the Vash character, Chris's character, was always trying to do the right thing, and so they were doing some high sneaking and Metal Gear Solid kind of box stuff.
Oh man, Metal Gear Solid.
I know.
Again, we should have talked about.
Oh, I know. And I didn't really play that game through. Steven played that through, and I watched him.
No!
You did it again? Man.
God, this level is really good. This level is really fun. Yeah,
Make
try.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Those big high hills.
Oh, you made it to the boss.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
I really wish there was a checkpoint in this level.
I do too. This is ridiculous.
All right.
I've got 12 vitality.
I mean, we could movie magic this. I'll tell you what, we'll movie magic this.
Okay, we'll take a break. I'll be right back. I like this stuff.
Yeah, you haven't combined it in a while.
Oh, no. Hey, I still got blown up. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, take you through me.
Yeah, I think I did too. Oh, you no. I could crouch, pick up the life, and shoot the guy all at the same time.
Is there any other infamous D&D stories you want to talk about? You want to tell them the Mudman story?
Mudman
Yeah,
story.
the Mudman story is pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Or there's a lot of my character stories you could tell.
Well,
actually.
he's playing, like I said, he's playing a skateboarding pickpocket. I can't remember the exact race name, so forgive me.
Right. But
basically, he's an alien who's very dexterous, very quick, and he's a hoverboarder. I guess it would be a skateboarder. Yeah. And so he's picking pockets, and there's got to be, and usually he does great. He's picking pockets like a champ. No one's catching him. And I guess did you roll an infamous 1 on that?
I think I botched however you botched in the D6 system. I don't know.
If it wasn't, it was a
D100
equivalent.
It was like a D100 one, which is a lot worse.
It was. It's like, oh no, because this was a big. It wasn't a normal medium creature. It was a Mudman, which I included a lot of alien races they didn't have in the books. Okay. And I got some. Guess what? I got some things off the internet numbers for them.
Yeah.
And so this thing was huge. He didn't call the cops. He tried to kill Flip, which was your character.
Yeah.
And so,
which I don't know if I made this story up or not, but I remember infamously his name was Flip because I misspelt my own name.
It could be.
I think so.
And I thought it was the coolest thing.
I spelled it PHLIP. I think I forgot an I or something.
It ended up being like
Flip.
PLYP is what I ended up.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
PLYP. And I thought, that's so Star Wars and Alien, right?
But yeah, so I got caught by the Mudman. The Mudman tries to kill me.
And you end up incapacitated for a while. Now, Q, Steven's character, there's several times early in the deal that he ended up on his back, having to recuperate. With I remember.
Oh my God!
Something you don't remember is that while you're incapacitated, Steven's character Q stole a lot of stuff that you.
I do remember that now. Yeah. After all the fact, I don't remember that when I was doing it. I didn't remember that.
Yeah, it's like part of the game. He made his rolls. I left it at that.
I remember being very upset, which is fine. I will do. There's health over there. Get out of there. Fuck me.
Oh, you're gonna try to blow me up again. Guess what? You only can do that 100 times before I catch on.
And you can have
that.
Yeah. So moving on before we go too much further into other things. Do you want to talk about Halberd Riverstone? The worst thief. Going from the best pickpocket in Star Wars history to the worst thief in all of D&D.
Well, you picked a rogue, and these days they would explain around that because not all rogues are thieves.
Right.
Like that. Some of them are different, but back then it's like you're a rogue. You're supposed to be able to pick locks, turn off traps, that kind of thing, and you never got that. You never got that going right.
Right.
And you end up with the dumbest thing.
Thank you.
You had some of the, besides Hal, you had some of the greatest, dumbest D&D deaths ever.
The alchemist that died from his own alchemy fire.
He burned himself to death.
The druid that got eaten by a man shark.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
I have some great stories. Man, Hal is the best one, though, because somehow he still lived through all of his shenanigans.
Well, one of the things, talk about mistakes, I made a lot of mistakes as DM, but you incorporate it into the story. It just happens. It's the way it is. And I ended up giving you... I've made the same mistake with Hal that I'm again.
Right.
The 9 lives ring.
The 9 lives
That
ring.
was the worst mistake I ever made. I finally after you
Or the best decision you've ever made.
I finally had to tell. He's like, he exhausts it and looks for a recharge, and I'm going, it's not going to be that simple. No. So basically, I made it where the Wizards Guild had, it cost mega amounts of money or something. They upped the price so much. Anyway, it kept you from just getting life into life into life. Of course, the most epic life was when you're fighting the vampire in front of a cavern full of people, and this. Oh, tell them what Halvern Riverstone was. Halvern.
I was a deep gnome, I believe. I was a little baby gnome.
Yep.
I had like no strength to my name.
And he's fighting a massively beefed up vampire. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I didn't think about it. But he also had this weapon he had found. You know, I rolled up random weapons all the time, and sometimes
you and your tables.
Me and my tables. They always get me in the end. I got stories from this last year that I can tell, but right now, he had a weapon that is a Vorpal blade. For you in D&D, you who don't in D&D who know, you know. But those who don't, a Vorpal blade, if you hit a crit, you behead the creature you're fighting. Point blank. That's the way it was.
For me, was the 1920, I believe, because of my deep numbness.
Yeah, you had brought down the 1920.
Oh God, please.
And so you were fighting.
Hit left trigger, like hold it for a while.
Left trigger. Oh, left trigger.
Yeah. There we go. Just hold it for a bit.
Okay.
Movie magic, everybody. Movie magic.
Is it going backwards or forwards?
Yeah, it's going backwards.
It's backwards. I see it. Moonwalking.
Yep. Go on. The Vorpal blade.
And so he died. You died at least twice. In that
fight. I think it was three or four.
So he's spending that 9 lives, at least the first 2 or 3 of them, and then he got the lucky shot.
Did I get this one? I did. Okay. Right here is good.
And so he hit the crit on the Vorpal blade and beheaded the vampire, which is about the only time.
Just for a little bit. Can you hold?
Yeah.
I think I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to kick these guys because it kills them instantly. But if I miss, I take 20 damage for it. Here's good.
So anyway, the crit, Vorpal blade, you behead the vampire, which is the only way he's going to beat this vampire.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this thing was beat. He wasn't supposed to fight this guy.
I was supposed to run.
He's supposed to run. It never works that way. And so the bar watched him beat this massive monstrosity of a vampire, and so now he's the biggest hero ever.
So funny.
And that's why I think it's why the Wizards got word that he was abusing it so hard. It's like, oh no, it's not that easy. It's going to cost you mega amounts of money, which you don't have. They shut that down real fast.
I do also remember there was a game. I don't remember what we were doing, but I remember that you had set up like this elaborate trap system.
Yeah, you're supposed to. That was your challenge to shut down the trap because it was blowing up things and setting fires and stuff. It was going to hurt everybody.
Right.
And that was you had one job.
Yeah.
And no, you did not do that job well.
Nope.
Because he was a rogue, absolutely, but he wasn't a master thief, which is fine. Like in these days, we understand that a little more. You know, it's all about the type of rogue you are. You don't have to be a thief. You got to be good at certain things,
Right.
and it may not be that. It may not be the picking of locks and solving
You're in a
traps.
lot better position than we were before.
Cool.
80 health, I should give him pretty freely.
Like how you're Hadouken him earlier.
Ah! How much damage did it do? Damn, that was 20 damage?
Hey, here.
Ah, fuck.
Wow.
It's a rewind me again, anyway. The light didn't go. Yeah, go ahead and rewind me. We're gonna go back to the fireball. One more throw. I guess I'm almost done.
This is awesome. I wish I'd had this back in the
Right?
day. Right?
Here's it.
Come on, son. You can beat Bison. feel like he's doing more of that than he was the last time.
Oh
Hey,
god!
flip you. You got 37.
I think we're gonna go for that.
Oh, we got a gun. Where did the gun come from? Dadgummit, Bison.
Oh my god.
Hadouken?
Oh my god.
Look, it's Ken. You need the blue one?
He's a blue one. Oh my god, okay, rewind.
Okay.
Ah, dang it, this is freaking hard. I don't have the gun for this. I have like 87 health on that thing. That's what we're looking for. Movie magic at its finest.
Yeah. But Halbern's one of those I want to write this thing. I love parodies. And it's sort of parody-ish. I want to do something called Jethro Tales of the Fringe, of the Realms. Excuse me. The Jethro Tales of the Fringe is my Star Wars story.
Okay, right. Let's wait till I'm good. Keep going a little bit.
It won't.
Oh, that's as far as it goes?
Stopped, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. If I can throw him.
Yep. You've done it a few times. It's not easy. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Halbern's one of those characters that will live in infamy if I ever get a chance. I need an artist is what I need.
Oh my god.
Tulsa area, please, God. I was gonna say, I just want to find somebody I can work with.
No. Oh my god, why is it hitting me?
I have a Star Wars story.
Right here. Oh, good here.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
That is awesome.
Let's go.
You son of a gun.
No.
Oh, and he changed it up on you. Oh. Well, you got 18. You need to back up?
Yeah, back me up a little bit. Just wait until I got hit from the inside. That's the one. Okay, right there. It's good. It's good.
Oh, why is it stopping there?
One, two, and then go.
Oh, you did it. You're only 1,200. That's it there. That third shot. 860, 660.
Oh my god!
Really
No!
got-
Back me up, back me up.
Oh, I caught it just in
I
time.
got kicked a few times.
25.
Right there. Twice. We'll rock it for a minute. Oh!
Nope.
No! Papa Clutch doesn't trust. It's all good. Probably 30 something.
Yeah.
This is the fire. Oh my god, that fire did so much damage.
That does, and there you go.
Yeah, right here. One more? Yeah.
Right on it. We got 32. You're doing good.
Oh, come on.
757. Burn his butt.
No! Back me up, that says 20.
That is. You got 3 on that one,
Yeah.
buddy.
Right here.
Okay, you got 32.
Oh my god. Do it again. I should get him again. Right here.
Oh. Sorry, get stuck every once in a while. Yeah! Toss him. 25.
Yay!
I never die! What a little band.
Oh, yes, we're done. Okay. We did it. Yay! We can finally move on.
We're so cool. What the hell?
They took our girlfriend.
Not our video game girlfriend.
I think her name is Yellow.
Wow. This is so creative.
So we give them the gems that they wanted so desperately
Oh, I see. Okay.
in exchange, and then they'll kill our girlfriend.
That's dark.
It's very dark.
This little guy comes out and unties her. It's so cute. But I think that's what he anyway. Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm gonna take her anyway. Oh, that's cool.
Hey, look, he's a man of his word.
Yeah, kick his butt.
Yeah, get him, little green guys. Finally, they did something.
Just being honest.
Just being honest, man.
Oh my god, alright. That was a fun tangent because we lost that level a whole bunch.
Yeah.
But that's fun. I mean, it's fine. It's kind of what this is all about. It's just talking about gaming in general. It's more than just video games.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get more into that in a minute.
Especially in this day and age, this generation understands more and more. D&D's made a resurgence. Thank you, Critical Role.
Yeah.
Wizards of the Coast, love you guys.
Yeah.
They do a great job. I love a lot of the storylines that not only D&D puts out, that Magic puts out.
Right.
Because I'm a writer at heart.
So moving forward from there,
okay,
all the way back before we lost this level like 10 times.
Yep.
We were talking about the Xbox. We were talking about Microsoft, Sony, all the games from the 360, PS3 era. And we're gonna move forward to 2009, where 2 games came into my life that ruined me and probably you guys.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Christmas, I think it was 2008.
The rage.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna end up talking about.
Obsession turns to rage.
Right. I remember. Do you remember Joe? Big Joe.
Yeah,
from Almogi.
Yeah.
My first taste of Guitar Hero was he got Guitar Hero 2 for getting straight A's or something. I don't know. He was a smart dude.
Yeah.
But he ended up getting Guitar Hero 2, and he had me over one day, and we played it, and I was obsessed. The moment I got my hands on it, I wanted more and more and more.
Where he gets that.
Mac, who just recently passed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So at a contest at the church.
Oh yes.
During the teen Bible study, a contest of doing a thesis on 1st and 2nd Timothy and Titus, those three books of the Bible, and me and one other person were the only 2 to do it, and so we both got the best prize of $100, and I spent that money on Guitar Hero 2, and I needed you to pay the tax. I was like 10 bucks short. I was like, yeah.
Always there for the tax.
Right. Always? All right, I'll hit you.
Oh, well, I don't know. This is...
I mean, PS5's coming out this year.
Oh, no. Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Has it been that long?
Yes, sir. But yeah, so I got Guitar Hero 2. Became obsessed with Guitar Hero, Rock Band, those music games. I still play Rock Band to this day. And that's like 30% because I have so much DLC from that game that you and Mom have spent so much money on that game. You think like Candy Crush and games like that are money vacuums? Dude, Rock Band was a money vacuum.
You still have quite a library, don't you?
Yeah, like 600 songs.
Oh my god.
And the games each came with, I think I got 50 still from Rock Band. I have like 50 something from Rock Band 2. There's 90 in Rock Band 3. The rest of them are DLC.
Yeah.
Well, minus Rock Band Blitz, which was its own DLC thing that I made for myself.
Yeah.
So take that into consideration. Maybe 300 something songs. They were $2 a pop.
And that changed both your and I think Jesse's knowledge of music.
For sure. Oh yeah. Bands like the Foo Fighters, Iron Maiden. Because before that, we can get into that. The other game that came out before we talk about our musical background. God, the weird musical background that we have. This level's kind of fun. But the other game came out in 2009, later that year, was Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
The resurgence of Street Fighter, and I got into that. I got into Blaze Blue. I got into the fighting game scene as a whole.
I'm a button pusher.
Yeah.
I'm a what I call an instinct man. That just means I'm a button pusher.
You play with your heart.
Oh yes.
There are people in high level that play that too.
But
do we both have something?
He trained, and I didn't mind that. That was discipline what he went through, which is great. He learned a lot, I'm sure, through that. But with both with Rock Band and Street Fighter.
Can you move a direction and see what happens? Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, you're not in. Oh no.
I'm dead.
Oh no.
You're on your own.
I want to kill myself. You can go ahead and start. I don't think you can just keep shit. Yeah, so you're the other little labor part, which is cute.
Aw, I'm cute. No.
And we're gonna kill ourselves.
But along with that came the rage because he was living in our basement at the time.
You're telling the shit now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because I'm dead.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I went to kill myself because I want full health. This level is kind of difficult. But yeah, the rage.
And you would hear, I don't know where, profanity, and you know, I was a deacon.
I was a deacon.
So it's like, son, you need to calm down. Push the shot button.
There's that's like a bonus boss or something. That's weird.
Oh my gosh, what is this, asteroids now? Oh my goodness.
It is a shoot 'em up.
Oh no!
There we go.
Now I'm dead.
We're both in it? We're both in it? Yay, okay. Now we can do it. But go on. You were a deacon. Profanity.
Profanity coming to the basement.
From both games.
Oh yes.
Oh my god,
Rage.
I remember. Okay, you're the ship, so you're actually moving.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, shoot, you got the start now.
Wait, I'll speak of that. It's trying to make the change. You know, one game that I loved in arcade, 1942.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of it in a different way because it scrolled up.
Good old.
Ah.
This is more like Gradius, which was a side-scrolling shoot 'em up. Made by Konami.
Ah, dang it. I was
Also made the greatest video game ever made, but we'll move on from that. But yeah, so I got really hard into Rock Band, Guitar Hero. I was obsessed with beating Jordan, Guitar Hero 2, Through the Fire and Flames. How many times have you heard the opening of Through the Fire and Flames?
What I liked about Guitar Hero, and I enjoyed playing that with you, but the rage. Sometimes it was just too much. Oh.
That was that bonus boss that we talked before. Trying to help.
Oh, the asteroids you can't blow up?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Hey, dude, don't quit shooting at us. How about that?
I'm quit shooting at him.
Oh my gosh.
You got it. I believe
The asteroids are enough.
It's all good. It's all good. I believe
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I used to be pretty good at these.
Right.
I had younger hands.
But yeah. So
But I loved, being able to. I was never any good at it, but I loved playing Guitar Hero with you. And maybe
do you
Jesse.
think that comes from your family's background?
Oh, absolutely. Love for music. And the funny thing is, you and Jesse, and I have to stop and think about it once in a while because I'm like, you two have a love for music that I never listened to.
Yeah.
As a kid.
Mostly because of those games.
Yeah. And I'm like, what?
You
Iron
grew up
Maiden,
on bluegrass.
bluegrass and country mainly. And then high school was rock, but most of these, damn it, this is ridiculous.
So what was rock?
Well,
yeah.
Boston,
Okay.
Chicago.
Okay. So what people would consider classic rock today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my, what is this?
This is called Bullet Hell.
This is called BS.
It's okay if you die because I still have Bullet Hell, but I need to take the phone. I'm waiting on that. Grab that.
Got it.
69, dudes.
Oh my gosh, these little people, why are they throwing things
I think
in?
these are just like normal people, and they're just like tiny.
The ship is big.
Yeah, that's cool for like story reasons. But yeah, so yeah, because of Rock Band, you said you were into like Boston and stuff like that.
What,
I got into Boston.
Rush?
Yeah, dude.
I never listened to either
Rest
one.
in peace, Neil Peart.
Yeah, really.
Oh man, I'm so sad.
I mean, you got a real appreciation for that kind of music. Not saying it wasn't good, I just never listened to it.
You never really got into it. Mine is like Tom Sawyer.
Yeah. Oh, goodness
I remember
gracious.
you love that song. But yeah, and I remember before Rock Band, I remember like our music, my music interest was mostly what you listened to, which was like Toby Mac, DC Talk, Audio Adrenaline, the Christian rock. But then it got more into like Disciple and
Harder stuff, yeah. I like Drive. I like hard.
For sure.
I don't understand how I can do this without getting hit.
You got it. I believe. You did it. Not a single hit.
You kidding me?
Yeah, you did.
Trying to squish me.
Warning, danger ahead.
Can I blow that thing up or not?
Destroy the core. I think it's a boss.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a boss. Just hold the shoot button and try to dodge. That's all you gotta do. I'll help you I can.
Shooting twice or something. That
Four
was
and
easy.
three. Clutch Daddy.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Let's go.
4.
Less than 1,000. No.
Where did that jump from?
That's okay. The big one blows up in the small one.
Oh. That was booty. But music goes back to my dad. Like I said, he's in bluegrass. And my grandmother, who taught him how to play the guitar and the piano. My dad could play anything with a string in it.
Right. I can play anything with plastic.
I never learned to play much of anything. Yeah. And I never learned to play much of anything but a bass, but it was simple bass. I just never did the discord for it.
Yeah.
But I love music, love singing like that's the way I'm with your mom. We're in the BSU choir.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Oh, look at that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
I needed that.
And so, yeah, love for music pervades all generations of emotes. Absolutely. And so, Gunstar Heroes was just a natural progression.
Right.
Yeah, it took a little swearing, but it's okay.
On the fighting game aspect.
Oh, man.
How are you on that?
It's like, I couldn't relate with you on that level because I'm like, wow, you're taking this way too seriously.
I didn't be in the training mode for hours in Marvel 3. Dad, come let me show you this combo, and I botched it like 20 times in a row.
Every time I watched it. Every time. And I'm like, I felt bad because it's like,
it's fine.
I know.
I do that to Noah to this day now.
Oh my god, what was that?
It's freaking the boss from the second level.
Oh my gosh, it's him.
What the
That
heck?
crab. He's gonna kill you.
Oh no.
89.
The
The
gun.
gun.
We're good. Yeah.
4,500.
Oh, why can't you just stay there?
Yeah, really, that was the crab. Oh, the crabs. I can't believe you did that. Oh no. Oh no. Can you hold your finger on the button?
Yeah, well, the problem is the way my gun was like aimed. It's like
the gun
going off
again.
screen. Here we go.
Oh, he hit you.
That sucks. I gotta like juke toward him to get
3,000.
the gun to aim in the right spot if I move too far. You see what I mean?
Speaking of songs, speaking of music, we're playing Gunstar Heroes. We got guns in our
Less than
hands.
1,000. Let's go.
You can do this, man.
3, 2, 1. Got it.
Yeah. I love how no matter if there's a bullet coming toward you or not, when you beat them, it all goes away. Old school stuff. Man, I don't think I've ever played this far in this game.
There's the boss that I know is coming up.
Ninja! There's more than one ninja now. I saw
Yeah,
3.
but they don't have visibility things anymore, which is
Gotcha.
nice. Do I have another one? No. Okay.
May I have another one? Sir?
That's
good. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at your notes. I'm like, online dating.
I just figured it'd be a fun.
Is that what they're calling?
We'll talk about that later. Yeah, bro. I don't know what got me so hooked into the fighting games and stuff. Do you have any stories you want to tell? Because I'm be very concentrated on this.
About your...
About the fighting games or Rock Band or either.
Gotcha.
Gosh.
I mean, it was good that there were songs that I did relate to, that I did love. Like Boston, Chicago, ELO, I think had a few in there. I can't remember if they did or not. But anyway, it was bands that I listened to in high school. And I'm saying, you grew a love for songs that were out when I was a kid, which was really cool. It was like, and I didn't do that for you. Your love, like you said, of the Who and Rush did not come from me. Which is weird because usually your musical interest. Well,
I mean, it's a movie magic in a minute.
oh, I'm sorry, I'm ready. You're 9, bud.
Oh!
Now?
Nope. Yeah, now.
Oh, you can do it after you die. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it can happen at any time. It doesn't matter.
I didn't know that. 9.
After like 30 years.
Yeah.
God, he's under 1,000 too. 18, 27. Is he hit me one more time? He hits me right there.
And now, right?
Yeah, go back a little more. Just so I have enough time to dodge away from that. That's good.
Nope.
Okay.
300, 200. Oh,
Come on,
you got it.
Go, 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 go. Yes.
You got him. But yeah, I enjoyed when you took a break.
There's a second part.
Oh my god.
Go ahead though.
You take a break from
two.
grindage, and you would just, hey, come play.
I want to practice these combos, Dad.
And of course, I sucked.
Right.
But it was fun, especially singing, because that's most of what. Yeah.
I want to see where the continue puts me.
Okay.
If it's really far back. It could. You hit start. That should bring us both back. If it's right at the boss, we're good. Okay, this is fine.
Okay.
We just gotta pick the time.
Give me something.
Oh, maybe. That's a mix with that. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It'll just lock on too. I'll be stuttering so much. I'll be doing this.
That's right, buddy.
You did what?
I don't know what I was thinking.
What is Mom saying to you right now?
How's the...
Oh, I got it. Oh, I did it.
How's it going? About an hour ago.
Oh no.
Half hour actually.
That's fine. Walk forward a
Cool. You behind me?
little. No, I think you got it.
I'll just stay close to the ground here.
This is so cheating.
This is so cheap.
So, your job is just going to the hole. Shooty shoots. And try not to get hit. So it's going to swing around at one point. You just have to wait for it to try to jump over it. At that point, you can stop holding the button because it's not moving.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh. He didn't even jump.
I thought you were doing thumbstick. I know, it's hard. You're so used to it at this point, right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're focused.
Hold that.
2,000. Go on. Oh no. Got it. Still, it wouldn't let me go. Dang it. I figured I'd kill it before he hit me though. That's okay, we're about even.
Yeah. That's round one. I forgot there's 3 forms.
Oh dang it.
I didn't know that could hit you.
I know, it dropped right on me.
Alright, so the second one, he's gonna drop like fireballs, so if he stops for a moment, you might want to try to like slide. I don't know much how to dodge this guy. I think I just can't hit.
Oh, blue fireballs.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, so we got it.
Come on.
Okay, it's a little bit 100.
Jump. Yeah, that was over. Damn it, try that.
There you go. I don't want to be like, oh, the good thing is he's targeting you, so I'll have plenty of health in the last fight at least. Oh, I forgot all about this. Oh, cool.
Oh my gosh, what is this mess?
Alright, final one.
Here. So I'll throw you accidentally. Oh my
It's
god.
Vector Man!
It is Vector Man.
It looks
What
just like Vector
the
Man.
hell?
What the hell? He's got a bicycle! This does that. Yeah, so he's already hit 21. Forget how to die at all. Oh, he's pretty good.
you got stay out of his range. Oh, hit me with a fireball, right?
He's up fast.
Come on, fool. Come on closer. Oh, wait, shoot. Oh, he steps back. That's right.
100. Oh, come on now.
He always backs out.
Got him. That should be
That was so bad. That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, he goes into the core. Okay. We exhausted a lot of what we're talking about in the next.
I was gonna say, how much game is there left?
I guess you could talk about what you've done the last couple of years since I've moved. Because this is the final level.
Oh,
This is not easy.
well, not a lot of video games.
Let's get the lightsaber. Okay.
We're gonna watch this though. It's cute.
Yeah, we have to fight all the bosses again.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, this is the boss rush.
Did I say Duck Battalion?
Yeah.
How easy it is. Damn it, run out of our range. That's really cute. Oh, shit.
Ow.
That's fine.
I hate a lot for that one.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, fucking crap. But yeah, so for the last level, I did want to talk about after I moved out. I know that, I know there's a lot of video games left because I'm no longer here.
Yes, there's more video games for you, less for me. Oh shoot, what's that do?
There's a hole right there.
Damn it. Oh, that's an actual hole.
Yeah. The light hurts you too, so
That's what I was trying to dodge. Hey, look at me! Woo! Oh shoot.
Go up.
Figured that was gonna happen. Dang it! Oh, yeah, that brings back memories.
What are you talking about?
Was it Jesse that did that more
I
than
think
you?
it's definitely what it be, but it was probably more than me too.
Trying to play side scrollers with young kids. Not cool. Because then there's more eight in the bed too. They're dragging me around. Holy cow, it's just a long time and they're getting really close. Good grief. Luckily enough, I'm out of the reach. Oh no!
I'm sorry.
You threw me right into him.
Hey, we killed him
By
though.
the time they defeated, so.
Alright, that's 2 of 5.
Oh no! Hey!
What the heck? Dude, that did so much damage. Can you rewind?
Yeah.
That was booty. Okay. Wait, no, no more. Because I got thrown out of the fucking boxes. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Right there, it's good. Just come this way. Yay. Oh my god. I'm hitting the wrong button. I got it.
Warning.
Orange.
Oh, that's the big guy.
Yeah. He's back.
Hope he was as easy as last time.
There's not a flame you can throw off in this time. Ah!
Oh my goodness, it is Macho Man. He's gonna do that elbow drop. Look out! Look out! Look out!
I'll take this fucking picture.
Spamming the heck out. Right, it's gonna hit.
Oh my god, it did so much damage.
What is this?
What the heck? Oh my god, it killed us both. I've never seen that.
Back.
I would know. How far back is it gonna take us? All the way back. I got a good weapon. Hang on. Let's see. Pick that up. And we both have to take that.
The battalion.
Stay over here. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
'Cause
I'm trying to stay away from you because I end up throwing you. You have to dodge that.
that's okay. That's fine.
False vitality. Oh my gosh. Oh shoot.
Oh man.
So low to the ground. Oh man. Oh wow, that was
Yep.
magical.
was
Isn't
supposed to
this
work.
magical?
Okay.
Got it.
And then the other guy. So yeah, while I've been gone, you've been playing more like D&D and stuff.
Well, yeah, I've grown a love for DMing. You've DM'd quite a few games.
I have, actually, yeah.
We picked up STC Punk, which is totally different than anything anybody else has ever played.
It's a very broken system.
It's an independent. It's an independent kind of system. Never caught on, but you found it at a con.
Yeah, it was at a con. Me and Noob Colin. I remember his name.
Noob, miss you, man.
Yeah. And Nick Fallon.
Done it? Or you? Yeah, sorry.
Oh my god, I'm bad.
Oh, there's a hole. Ah, dang it. I kicked right into it.
And
I Oh shoot, where'd I go there?
go. Jump.
Dadgummit, why can't he just jump?
I don't know, man.
I was actually pushing the jump button, believe it or not.
Pink lobster.
I'm staying low. That ain't gonna help me.
Pink lobster.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, I'll stay with you. Oh my god.
It's okay. You missed me totally. I know, that's the thing. We're about both at the same health. 70 and 67.
What is this doing? Oh, there it is.
The other problem with me staying low over here
Oh my
is that if
god.
you're not on top of him. Oh shoot.
You're sitting low like that. That's what's going on the bottom of the hill. And my thing because your thing sitting in there. I need help there. Yeah.
No. Oh
Can you
man.
actually rewind this? We'll rewind to the point where I try to get him bodied on these bubbles and then it's gonna come over you.
Teamwork.
Yeah. Yeah, so like STC Punk and more D&D and...
Yeah, I enjoyed playing. Which I'm playing again. Steven's running a game.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
I just had the time for it, man.
Well, we haven't either for the past 2 months, so don't worry.
Fair.
I played one game in the last 2.5 months.
Is he what we hit again?
We were close together.
Okay, right here. Good. No.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I was trying to do.
I wonder what they're thinking of we're doing this to their buddy.
Yeah, Orange is going nuts. Let me out there. I'll beat them.
Oh, right, you're next. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's pumped it. And we got the, I can't remember the dictator's name. The guy from South Korea. He's there.
Oh my god, it happened
Did
again.
you get
Yeah. Rewind me. That does 40 damage. Alright, and... That's fine. Okay. That's fine. Get out from under him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I slid that.
Yeah. Put a stamp. Oh shoot. Under him, like that. What's it not targeting? Oh, dad nabbit. Must be doing that. Huh?
Oh god! Oh my god, yeah, you won. That's murdering me.
It is, man.
Keep going with it. You got it.
Yeah, I don't know. We were talking. You're like, I swear you said something like 40 minutes.
Oh man, I said a few hours at least.
I thought that didn't seem like I wasn't sure.
What's that?
Dad, gummit, get up there.
Down in the air. There you go. And now we're gonna cut the black.
Oh, no.
Watch that. Queen's in the other room.
I know. She's going to hurt me. How in the world are you supposed to?
I'm getting Bobby.
So
We're supposed to aim at one of those. I'm dead.
I'm going to be dead. I have 13. Oh, well. Finish that.
Yeah, because we still got 3 boss fights. Including this one.
Oh,
there
are
you
you
go.
kidding me?
Yeah, movie magic coaster, or you want to start from the beginning?
We can move the magic in, it's fine.
Okay. I will try to be good. We will call this after a bit if we need to. It's been 2 hours.
I was going to say, I've never finished it before. It's not going to hurt me to not finish it.
This is the very end too, man. We got like 4 bosses left, and that's the game. There's my tide. I think the play is to get off of the homing. Because we gotta aim at these. Yeah. What was that?
Do I have something that's not homing?
Right here. Yeah, the triangle thing is homing. So just hit X.
What the heck? And I'm dead already. Nuts. How in the world? Look at that. You picked the wrong side. You're just there's a pattern.
Oh, I'm dead. All right. Well, we're just gonna call it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a hard game.
It is. And most games back then
I've done it a
were.
lot before, but we'll just leave the last question and be fine. 'Cause probably you'll come back and we'll talk about other
Oh
things.
yeah, I'm in Tulsa all the time.
Yeah. But this was fun.
Absolutely.
I
man.
enjoyed this.
I hadn't played it in a long time.
As far as you've ever been.
Yes.
This is like
definitely-
right next to the end.
I don't think I even knew who the bosses were in this thing when I played this.
Right. Yeah. That's all we got. We're not beating the game this time, unfortunately, but
Sorry.
that's all right. I had fun. Do you wanna plug your stuff that you're doing, or?
Well, BDC Lives on Facebook. I just basically pop things that I enjoy right now. I do a little bit
By
of sharing.
talking, you mean like share things out?
Yeah, I just share things that I enjoy.
Mhm.
A lot of nerd stuff, D&D, comic book movies, everything that I'm into.
Right.
And it's like, if you enjoy it, jump on there, have some fun. Cosplay, love some really good cosplay. I really do, especially the unique stuff.
Right.
And I hope to get some D&D content stuff going, third party.
Yeah.
We've been talking about that last week. Me and
For
Steve.
sure.
That's
Alright.
pretty much it right now.
Pretty much it right now. We'll have links to everything down in the description if you're watching the YouTube version of this.
Absolutely.
If you're on the stream, I'm sorry. I don't have any of that authority. Because I didn't think ahead. But that's all we got for tonight. I'll click off of that so I can see a bit. We'll wave goodbye.
See you guys.
And yeah,
Thanks for
we'll see you next time.
Hanging.
For sure.